Just even talking about this pack with you, I'm reminded of how many features this pack like power punches in such a small pack. It feels good to be back in my house talking about gear with you. When I'm making these videos, I really imagine that you and I are sitting here at my kitchen island having a conversation about the gear that we're gonna be talking about. For the last 6 to 8 weeks, I've been testing the 6 Moon Designs Wy'East Pack. I think that's how it's pronounced. The Wy'East Pack. The Wy'East, I don't exactly know, but I will tell you this. If you're just jumping on here and you're curious, I really like this pack. Really like this pack. And what I wanna do in this video is I wanna talk through some of the material in this pack. I wanna talk about durability. I wanna talk about things that I think are the best use for this pack. I wanna talk about the comfort of this pack. And I also at the very end wanna talk about the price of this pack. I don't know if I said features also, but I wanna make sure that you and I get an opportunity to talk about some features of this pack because I really do think that this is an amazing backpack. Let's start out with some of the features of this pack. This pack is about 25 liters is what they're calling it. Let's start with kind of the outside, what you can see. So right away here, we have a zipper pocket here on the top. This is a place I've been stashing sunglasses, and I even brought a pain relief patch just in case someone got hurt. Oh, this is one of my favorite things to carry on trail, little flosser. You have that right here that's easily available to you. This pack also has 2 side pouches, and in each of these side pouches, you can fit 2 1-liter smart water bottles. So you're gonna have those on both sides. Up here in the front, you have another pocket and another one. So if you wanna put water bottle in here, you can put a smaller bottle, you can put your phone. There's so much that you could do with this pack. One of the things that I really appreciate that this pack has is a whistle. I really love it when packs make a whistle. I don't think that it takes too much extra material to throw this on here for you, and it just makes a quick value add. Obviously with this pack, you're gonna have a handle that you can pick it up with, and it comes with a padded hip belt. And what I found too with each of these hip belt pockets, they're not fully stashed, but I left a bar in there from my last hike. So I got that in there. I don't know, while we're at this, let's see what's in here. Oh look, I even had some coffee. I was gonna try to boil some coffee in the last one, and I got some Element in here. As we continue talking about features of this pack, one of the things that I really like is it has just a big open pouch. I'm a fan of that. So you're gonna have this clip down, and these straps, these cinch down straps are gonna stretch so that you can cinch down this pack. And then here we just have a drawstring so you can open it up and you can get into the main compartment of your pack. To make the pack look full for the purpose of this video, I threw in a couple jackets, and there was also a blanket on the couch that I threw in there. So that's what I got in there now. Now the pack is flat. This pack comes with a hydration bladder pouch. I removed it for my use. I don't think it weighs that much, but I just thought I'm not gonna use it. So you got a lot of room in here in this pack. Oh, can we do that? Yeah, we can. And then here's something cool too, is on the side, you have a little zipper pocket. So if you wanna stash your keys when you're going hiking and you don't wanna worry about losing them, this is the pack for you. I love that it has this little zipper pouch. Also too, you're gonna find loops on the outside, and you have another drawstring. This is perfect for putting your trekking poles in, and I know that because I took this pack on a 17-mile hike with 4,000 feet elevation gain, and when we were traveling to the trail, and for the first couple miles on trail, I didn't need trekking poles, but I stuffed them in here. And don't let me forget to talk about this big stuff pouch too that you have on the front of the pack. I love a stuff pouch like this. If I wanna stuff a snack in there, if I wanna stuff a jacket, if it gets too hot. So just even talking about this pack with you, I'm reminded of how many features this pack power punches in such a small pack. As we're talking about these pockets too, what I really like on this new version of this pack, what 6 Moon Designs did, is they upgraded all of these pockets to ultra stretch. And so you're gonna get, do you see that? You see that stretch in there? So you could push something in here. I've been thinking about this pack. I think this is a perfect pack for day hiking and even like everyday carry. I've actually used this pack twice when I've traveled and just packed clothes in it and used it for an overnight trip or a 2-night trip. All right, I talked a lot about the designs and features of this pack. Let's ask the question, is it even comfortable, right? Like if I'm gonna get a pack like this, is it even comfortable? And my answer is an emphatic yes. I feel like this pack is super comfortable. When I'm carrying it, I don't even realize that I'm carrying it. One of the things that Six Moon Design did here in the pack, and this might get loud for a second, but there's a Velcro pouch, and in our main compartment, there's a built-in sit pad that also doubles as back support for you. One of the things that I already showed you were the compression straps here to pull this down. Let me kind of like magically puff up the pack again. All right, that'll help us as we talk more about this. When you look on the back here, all of your straps are adjustable. And I found that these shoulder straps have really just the right amount of padding I need. The hip belt, I think, is very generous. It's a really wide hip belt. I really like that part. And then one of the things too is this back here I found is very breathable. Now you have to remember this is a frameless pack for what most people would call like a day hiking use. I think too, every day. So you could have this for day hiking. You could use it as a bag for a weekend or an overnight trip also. Let's talk a little bit about the durability of this pack. Six Moon Designs did some upgrades on this from their previous version. They upgraded the material for this pack. I'm actually really impressed because on the bottom I can see how they made this like stronger, like a sturdier pack. And so I think this is gonna be one of those packs that really could like withstand the test of time. And I say that too because it has this classic look to it, right? Where you're pulling the straps down and, you know, just kind of that big compartment to stuff in there. And so my experience with the pack is I think it's been super durable. When I get gear to test, and you know, I should have said this sooner, but Six Moon Designs let me test this pack. They gave me the pack, but they didn't tell me what I had to say. So I'm able to just share my honest feedback with you so you can decide if this is the pack for you. But when I get a pack like this to test, I really try to beat it up. I mean, I try to use it so that we can just have some real world testing experience for it. Let's talk about two more things. Let's talk about how this pack performed on the trail, and then let's talk about the value for the price here. On the trail, this pack performed great. The first trip I took it on was a 17-mile hike. It was probably 8 hours, 4,000 feet elevation gain. We started probably at 2,000 feet, ended close to 6,500. The last mile of that hike literally felt like we gained a mile in elevation. And no, it wasn't that bad. And on that hike, I did something that I don't typically do. I brought a chair in here, and I was so glad that I had it. And this pack was just super comfortable. It was a hike where we didn't have any water to filter, so I had to pack all my water, all my food. We started in jackets, we shed those. But once we got back up into elevation, those were definitely something that we needed. I don't feel like I loaded this pack to its maximum capacity on that hike, but I really do feel like this pack had all of the room that I needed for a hike. And I would say more. I would say there was extra room. And I really like that. I've caught some flack here on my channel because when my kids were younger, I'd throw their jackets, and I want to carry that because I was always training for the next hike. I'm not carrying kids' jackets or water bottles anymore, which is a little sad, a little tear emoji.
Stop it. Get some help.
Finally, let's talk about the value for the price. Now, I shared with you that Six Moon Design was gracious enough to give me this pack so I could test it and share here with you. Right now, I actually just looked online. The pack's going for $185. Let me pull up some stats real quick with you. The weight of this pack is, I think it's 25 ounces. That's 710 grams for this day pack. This really is a day pack for those of you who want to go big adventure. It's super rugged. It's got 2 of those zipper pockets on it. It's got this great hip belt. It also has sit pad that I was talking about that doubles as your back support. And so I really think for $185, this is a pack that you could have for 10 or 20 years. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, I don't want that. And some of you are like, that is exactly what I want. I want to buy one pack and have that as my day pack kind of for the rest of my life. Those are my thoughts. Those are a lot of the features that you'll see in this pack. It's durable pack. There's the price for you. As always with any of my videos, if you have any questions, go ahead and drop a question down here. And if you want to purchase this pack, I'll put a link down in the description. And if you do purchase the pack through that link, it helps support this channel. So I would just invite you to like, subscribe, do all those other things. And thanks so much for watching.